Hello and welcome to lovegardening.com. Today I'm going to show you how to get plants for free by dividing herbaceous perennials. Now it's a beautiful day here, it's early autumn and it's the perfect time to be doing this job. The reason being is because herbaceous perennials kind of come into the end of their season, they're finished flowering, so they're going into their dormant period. So by disturbing them at this time of year, you're not going to cause any damage or you're not going to sacrifice any flowers during the summer months. Now often with herbaceous perennials, when they've been in 3 to 4 years, they can start to lose their vigour, so they flower less and less. So it's actually brilliant to do this because not only do you get plants for free, you also kind of reinvigor the plant. It encourages it to flower lots more the following year by doing this. So I've got a Astrantia here, which has been in about 4 or 5 years, and it is doing what I said. It's not flowered so much this summer. So I'm going to take my garden fork and I'm going to dig out quite a large clump of it. Okay. So you can see that's come out really nice and easily actually. Now you can place a garden fork into the centre. It seems brutal, but it's not, honestly. And then have another garden fork back to back and prise the two of them apart. However, I don't have another garden fork today, so I'm using a spade, which will work equally as well. And I'm going to push that back to back down the middle of the plant. And you can see it's getting really woody in the centre, and all that will kind of slow the growth, young growth. There we go. So you can see I've split that in two, and now I can split that again into 2 more plants. Sometimes herbaceous perennials are so woody and congested and old that a spade and a fork won't get through. And believe it or not, you can use a bread knife. An old bread knife works perfectly for this. It does seem quite drastic, but I promise you it won't hurt the plant. And you just saw through it so you've got some nice big chunks of new plant. And the idea is that as long as you have a root and a shoot, you will have a whole new plant. So you can see I've got roots here and shoots at the top, and I will replant that in another part of the garden where I'd like some more. Now often with herbaceous perennials that have been in a long time, and they get a bald patch in the middle, and if that happens, the same principle applies, but you dig up the outer areas into clumps, remove the bald woody section completely, and then replant those outer young bits of growth back in the same place. And you'll still have the same plant and it will be full of kind of young energy. That's what you want, and get rid of the section in the middle that has died back. This is brilliant if you want to spread plants in the garden and kind of create similar areas to existing borders. It's also a great way if you're an inexperienced gardener to make a cohesive planting design. So if you have plants in your garden that have grown really well and they've put on a brilliant show, then why not use them elsewhere? And kind of by repeating flowers and colour through the space will give you a nice kind of harmonious planting scheme. So now I just want to move these to my new bed. So this is my new bed. And new beds can cost an awful lot to plant up from scratch, so having divisions out of the garden from existing plants will save you a lot of money. And you just plant it like you would any other plant. I want it planted at the same level as it came out of the ground. And then I'm just going to firm that in. Okay. Now I'm also going to cut off all the top foliage because I don't want this plant to think that it has to sustain this and keep it alive. All I want the plant to do is concentrate on getting those roots down into the soil and getting nice and settled. And that way, come spring, the plant will be pretty well established and give me a fabulous show next summertime. And it really is as easy as that. Now you can do this with so many different types of herbaceous plants. You could do it with phlox, you could do it with hadrogeraniums, you could do it with echinops, you could do it with sedums. These are astrantia. There's all kinds of plants you can do it with. So have a go, it's for free. If it doesn't work, you've not really lost anything. For more how-to videos, visit lovegardening.com. And if you've got any more ideas for content, please do get in touch with our media team.